Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have a pure blind second Mekk-Knight deck. The deck is seeing a little bit of, not a little bit, a lot of rogue success. Pretty cool deck. It's probably my favorite blind second deck. I think we can all agree Dino's kind of boring. Maybe that'll change after Scrap Raptor comes out in Lightning Overdrive, but that's beside the point. Mekk-Knight's pretty cool. It's got lots of board breaking cards, and it's able to just swarm the field. The main game plan: you blind second, turn 2 you break your opponent's board with a lot of blowouts like Dark Ruler, Feather Duster, Lightning Storm, Cyclone, Pancratops, Alpha, all of that. And it also sets up your columns for the Mekk-Knights. And then turn 3 you're going to control your opponent with stuff like World Legacy Secrets, or you just overwhelm them with advantage so that they can't make don't really have too many plays. And then turn 4 you just pretty much OTK with the amount of advantage you have. So it's a pretty straightforward-ish game plan. It's nice. Well, I guess I'll just get into the deck for now. We start off with the triple girsu. Really good card. It's just able to, dump stuff. Its main use is to give your opponent a token so that you have columns for your Mekk-Knights, preferably blue sky since it's able to search extra cards. Usually you're going to be dumping the World Legacy World Chalice, which not only gets you a search next turn, it also sets up your graveyard for Lib, and Lib's really good. Not only the shuffle cards, it's also able to search any of your World Legacy spells or traps, which is super strong. So that's girsu. In a nutshell, doesn't really do too many other things. Triple blue sky, it's a free search. It just searches stuff where there's no reason not to run 3. Next, we run the triple purple nightfall. I'll talk about indigo later. Nightfall is your main starter. Like, first you normal summon, special summon nightfall, banish itself, search blue sky, and then you summon. Then blue sky searches the girsu, and then that way you have not only do you have the extra body of blue sky, you have the starter of girsu, and you also have a nightfall that will return next turn to get another search. And it's just such a great card. It's also got the biggest body out of any of the Mekk-Knights at 2500 attack, and it's also level 8, so you can hard summon the girsu. Oh yeah, then something about girsu, it's an Orcus card, so you're able to make Galatea, and Galatea makes the girsu, which is kind of your main, I'd say it's your main Dragoon out, let's be real. You can also just out Dragoon with something like Aver Max or Access Code, but the girsu is really good bait. So now Indigo is just a one-off. You don't really need more than one since it's usually going to be your summon off World Legacy Secret. It's a free negate. It's 2 negates with World Legacy Secret, and it's also able to get you an extra Mekk-Knight body on the field, so you're able to just swarm the field and get extra damage on board. Next up we have the Red Moon, Yellow Star. Both of them kind of do the same thing. They're utility removal. Red Moon pops monsters, Yellow Star pops spells and traps, and they also like banish your Mekk-Knight, which can be recovered with something like World Legacy's Key and Galatea. So that's wait a second. Oh yeah, setting an Orcus spell trap is optional, so you are able to just shuffle back your Mekk-Knights. So both of them, utility removal, pretty cool. The one World Chalice, it's a brick. Well, not really a brick, it's more a garnet, but it is worth the garnet since it is able to just it can be a form of interruption on the field, and it also just searches any World Legacy card during the next turn. So you can search something like Memory for extra damage, you can search Key to recover one of your banished stuff, you can search Succession for the extra extension, you just search another secret just for the extra Reborn and to control the board even longer. Just such a great card. That's our Mekk-Knight lineup. For the rest, we're running triple phantazmay, 1 Pancratops, triple Alpha. You are blinding second, so the body of phantazmay is super great, just able to beat over something instantly, and draw 4 is always great. Pretty much every deck in the meta right now does link summon. Invoke Dogmatica should all link summons for the Invoke Taff. Dragon Link It basically turns Phantazmay into Saryuja. Prankids, you get extra draws there too. You get draws with dinosaurs since they have to go into Link Rebo. It's just a really great card right now. You've got the Pankratops and Zuking Alpha. And once again, just you want to break your opponent's board, so both of these cards are really good at that. Next up, we have the World Legacy Succession. It's a free searchable monster reborn off lib. You're usually going to reborn whatever you need. It can sometimes be a Link monster. It can sometimes be a girsu. It can be a purple. Oh wait, no wait. Blue Sky has to be someone from the hand. It can be like a red moon or a yellow star, just in case you need that. It can be a purple nightfall, in case you need that. It can even be. You can even reborn Pankratops and Alpha, which is super great. So it's just a really versatile card that's searchable on top of it. The one copy of World Legacy Key, it's able to negate traps and it also recovers banished Mekk-Knights, which you will regularly banish off stuff like Red Moon, Yellow Star. Triple World Legacy Memory, really great card. It's basically emergent E-Telly for the deck. You're usually just going to summon purple search blue summon search girsu. You have lots of follow up there. And if you're using it on your opponent's turn, then do keep in mind the monster you summon will return to the hand during the end phase. So you're usually Blue Sky's arguably better to summon in that scenario, since you summon it, you get like a search or wait a second. Oh no, wait. Once again, I keep forgetting Blue Sky only triggers when summoned from the hand. So if you're going to summon something from the hand, then summon Blue Sky. Otherwise, always just search purple. Next up we have Prosperity, really good card. There are a lot of things you can banish in this extra deck. I'm looking at like an extra copy of Morningstar, extra copy of Lib, a Phoenix, something like that, even a Link Spider if you want to do that. It's just really easy to get your banishes, and the excavations help a ton. You can also bait out negates with certain boards. Next up we have the Triple Dark Ruler no more for the Dragon Link boards, just break them. Feather Duster for spells and traps. Cosmic Cyclone, this deals with a lot of really annoying spells and traps in this current format. Schism, Pandemonium, Cyclone deals with all of them. Another one, Cyclone deals with Tidying, but I guess you can use any of these cards too. But Cyclone mainly out Schism and Pandemonium, cards that can just be chained and used whenever, and once they used it, it's done. They've got their job done. So Cyclone really helps there. We've got Lightning Storm, Triple Lightning Storm, just to blow up your opponent's board. You might say it conflicts with Phantazmay, but Phantazmay can just put back Lightning Storms regardless, so it's not that big of a deal. And finally we've got the Triple World Legacy Secrets. It's your main form of interruption. You're also going to be searching it very often with Lib. It's just able to be a couple of monster negations, and usually that negation should be enough to just stop them completely, which is super strong. So that's kind of the main deck for extra deck. We've got the one copy of Dingirsu. You're usually just summoning of Galkea, although in some like super grindy situations you'll hard summon it on top of two purples, but that's like really grindy. It also protects all your monsters, and not all your monsters, all your cards, so that's also pretty nice. Next up we've got our links, Avermax and Access Code Talker. They're both really strong link 4s. Avermax you will usually want to go into with an IP attached to it, since Avermax, if it doesn't have an IP attached to it, it's not really that great, and it basically turns into Dragoon, but you can't beat over it by battle, which is the main way most people do out Dragoon. So Avermax just practically turns unbeatable in some circumstances. Access Code Talker, if you're link climbing and you don't have access to the monster from the extra deck for Avermax, then you can go into Access Code, and it's just spells before blow up. Really good if you're trying to push the game. Triple Morningstar, in extremely grindy scenarios the third one can come up, but the ability to just search free Mekk-Knights is just really good. It also protects your Mekk-Knights from battle, which is cool. We've got the one copy of Spectrum Supreme. It's able to summon Mekk-Knights from the deck, I believe. Yeah, it's able to send like an S spell or trap in this thing's column to graveyard, and you know, summon a Mekk-Knight from deck. Usually it's going to be purple if you haven't used purple already, but you can also get utility stuff like Red Moon and a Yellow Star just to blow up your opponent's board even further. It's also able to attack directly if it's the only card in its column, so just, you know, attack for 3k for free. Really great. And I believe it also has protection. Yeah, it has protection if it's the only card, if it doesn't point to any other monsters. So that's kind of cool, but it's a one-off. You sometimes make it, but it's just better to invest into Access Code Talker. You're very rarely going to make it if you literally cannot invest into like an Avermax or an Access Code. We got a Unicorn, Phoenix, extra spot removal, triple Lib. Lib is just such a great card. Constantly searching your Royal Legacy spells or traps is a huge plus, and it's also able to shuffle stuff back when it's used as link material, which is big. Next up, we have the one copy of Galatea. You can make it with girsu, and it's able to shuffle back some of your banished. Wait a second. Well, I'm done. We can only shuffle back machines, but you can shuffle back girsus basically. You want to banish the girsus off your Yellow Star because you want to shuffle them back with Galatea, and that way you're basically just shuffling something back, get recover the resource and whatnot, and it's mainly they're just going to girsu. That's its main role there. One copy of IP. IP, you can use it as an interruption to go into Unicorn, but more often than not you're using it to go into Avermax, and an Avermax made with IP is almost unbeatable. Your opponent specifically has to have a Kaiju or like a Dark Ruler no more, or Forbidden Droplet or something, and even after that it still floats on top of that, which is just absolutely dumb. It floats into a shuffle. And finally we've got the one copy of Link Spider. It does what it does. You're either linking up, you're usually linking up in the Nibiru token most of the time, although you can also link off like girsu tokens or something like that. So that is the deck. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.